let me tell you why you need to watch this video in its entirety. This video is here to help you to identify the difference between someone sent to distract you and someone who is actually good for you, someone who possesses values and character. And most importantly, it's to help you to tap into self-awareness, because before you could choose the right man, you've got to understand how you like to be led, loved, and supported. So let's get into it. Hey girl, hey, come and sit down and talk with me, because you want to get this thing right, okay? And I know I was there where you're at, and I'm going to help you, all right? So I was watching this video the other day, and it was Jessie Wu and Coach Anwar having a deep conversation. And Coach Anwar said something that literally made me press the pause button and stare at the wall, because he was so right. And he said, he's a lesson, not the one.
Yeah.
And it's okay.
Yeah. And then finally, let me just say this, because I think it's really important, because a lot of women will make every guy that's in their life the one, right? And because the idea is God sent this man to me, so he must be the one.
Lord.
And I need everyone to understand that most men are a lesson. They're not the one.
Oh.
You have to understand that if you are to be successful in dating. 98% of the men that you date won't even get to a third physical date with you.
Hello. Come on.
Now what? Yeah.
He ain't the one no more now, is he?
He's the lesson. He's the lesson. He's not the one.
And I felt that in my soul, because so many of us are out here confusing potential with purpose and vibes with values. So if we keep it real, some men show up in your life and it's like fireworks, okay? Your conversations are heavy and deep, okay? You feel seen, the chemistry is bananas, it's crazy. And if you really look at the whole situation for what it is, it's all smoke. There's no structure, there's no peace, there's no plan. And you start feeling more anxious than excited in this relationship. You start second guessing yourself. You start bending and just doing things that you normally wouldn't do to make things work in the relationship. And this is the moment where you have to stop and say to yourself, this man didn't come into my life so that I could build a life full of purpose with him. He came to teach me something about myself. So here's some red flags, sis, that he's a lesson. He is not the one, okay? Number one, you are constantly justifying why you stay with him. You make excuse after excuse after excuse, okay? The other thing is, the highs are high, but when the lows are low, they are draining your soul, okay? You out here singing, you won't break my soul. Girl, he broke your soul, okay? You are losing your voice. You're losing the joy that you once had. You've lost your confidence. These are red flags, sis. He's emotionally inconsistent, okay? But you keep holding on to that dreaded P word, potential. That is not your partner. That's your pattern. So here's the truth that changed my life. You can't expect someone to lead you well if you don't know how you like and prefer to be led. Are you someone who needs soft reassurance, or do you thrive when your partner challenges you to grow? Do you value acts of service, or do you require or need deep, meaningful conversations? These are all things that you need to know about yourself, because you cannot blame someone for not giving you what you never asked for. And that's where self-awareness comes in. So I want you to do some soul work. So the first thing we're going to do is we're going to ask ourselves, what do I need in order to feel safe in a relationship? The second thing to do is to reflect on past situationships. What made you shrink? What made you thrive? And then the third thing you could do is learn and be honest about your attachment style. Are you chasing love that feels familiar, or love that actually serves you? Now, a good resource for this Is a book called Secure Love, and it's by Julie Manano. And this book was recommended to me by Brittany Noel when I was the MC host on the Heart Talks tour last year. So the more you understand you, the easier it becomes to choose from clarity, not from craving. All right, let's really talk about this. Vibes versus values, okay? So a vibe is something that's going to make you feel all the butterflies and all the feels, and it's going to keep you in familiar spaces. But values are the things that hold you down when the high wears off, and you know the high is going to wear off. And so it's the values that you want to pay attention to. How do you know when it's a value? How do you know when it's a vibe? Let's get into it. A value is emotional safety, and it's a vibe when it's emotional intensity, okay? Feel all that passion and stuff. Yeah, that's a vibe. Values are consistent effort. Vibes are grand gestures followed by silence. Values are shared values, faith, beliefs, and vision. Values are accountability, whereas vibes are excuses wrapped up in flattery and charm. Values are peace and security versus passion and confusion. So if he's giving you goosebumps, but he ain't giving you no guidance, girl, that is a distraction, and you best to run. Okay? Look, I don't want you to shame yourself for loving someone who did not know how to love you well, because we've all been there. And guess what? Every wrong one, okay, they helped you to uncover a piece of your identity. So that's how you have to start looking at things. I don't want you to miss the lesson. I want you to learn what you need to learn, and then I need you to get up and leave from the classroom, okay? And when you leave from the classroom, I want you to leave optimistic, I want you to leave hopeful, and I want you to leave grateful, and I want you to leave peaceful, because you deserve a love that honors your healed self, not the one that feeds your brokenness. Remember what Coach Anwar said. He said he's a lesson, not the one. So I want us to let that breathe for a moment. You heard how I said breathe. Let that breathe for a moment, okay? And the next time a charismatic man comes along saying all the right things, all the things that you want to hear, I want you to pause and I want you to ask yourself, is this peace or is this a pattern? Is this person showing me values or just distracting me from my purpose, my goals, my mission in life? So how do you know he's the one? How do you know he's the one? He's the one if he's speaking to your soul and not just your situation. He's the one who leads with love, not confusion. He's the one if he demonstrates with actions, not his words alone. If he sees your strength and still protects your softness. If he challenges you to grow, not compete with you. If he can hold your hand through healing, not walk away when things get hard. If he can match your energy and your values. If he could choose you in private and in public. If he can honor your boundaries and not test them. He's the one if he brings peace to your spirit and not chaos to your mind. He's the one if he pours into you without making you beg. He's the one if he anticipates your needs and he is proactive. He is the one if he sees your past and still believe in your future. He is the one if he's here to grow beside you, not hold you back. He aligns with your purpose, not distracts you from it. Sis, you are not here to settle for sparks. You want substance, and substance you will get. Leave a comment if this message found you at the right time. And I want you to share with a friend who keeps falling for butterflies and forgetting about a strong foundation. I want you to subscribe for more content on all things personal development and join our online community and email list by visiting the link in the description below this video. Until next time, my friend, I want you to lead well, I want you to live real, and never make excuses for your greatness. No excuse today.